Hello everyone, Tina here for Newton's Nook Designs. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thanks so much for joining me. I wanted to tell you real quick about a sale that's happening over at the Newton's Nook Design shop. They are having a retirement sale, and all week long over at the Newton's Nook Designs blog, they will be featuring fantastic projects using the retired products over in the shop. So not only can you get these products that are retiring at a great price, you get inspiration to go with them. So I encourage you guys to go over there and check it out. Super neat, and you're going to find some great deals, I promise. Okay, I'm going to be creating a card today using a stamp set that's retiring. It's called Once Upon a Princess, and I do have the coordinating dies here. So we're going to make a princess card. So we're going to bring it the Memento ink in, and we're going to stamp this little girl on some alcohol marker friendly cardstock. She is so sweet, and you know the dies will actually die cut out the centers of her arms too, because they're kind of behind her back, so there's the details in the dies, which is great. Now I'm stamping the castle 3 times, and I noticed that corner wasn't stamping for me. I had a piece of plastic on it, but I think it's going to be easy fix with my black marker. I'm going to stamp the little froggy and also the little tree. There's 2 in the background. I'm going to stamp this one. The other one's like a little, well, that's a topiary too, but the other one has like 2 levels. And I'm also going to stamp an extra crown. I skipped the coloring to save a little bit of time, but after I colored in my image with my Copic markers, I did die cut them out using my die cutting machine. For my sentiment, we're breaking out a different ink. This is VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It's a more crisp black ink. I like to use that for my sentiments, and I stamped the sentiment that says once upon, if the crown fits. I thought that was so cute. So these are my images. I'm going to give you a closer look here, and I have, I wanted to make a purple castle. Now I stamped and colored in 3 castles because I thought we would make a castle that was huge. I love the Disney castle, and so that's what my little inspiration was the Disney castle. So that's what I'm attempted to go for today. I have a piece of white cardstock, and using the largest frame in the Frames and Flags die set, we're going to cut out a scalloped background panel. This is going to leave me a little bit of a border on my card base. And then I'm also going to bring in some white glitter cardstock. Now if you don't have white glitter cardstock, you could use white cardstock and then add some glitter glue over the top. I think it would work just the same. But there's my cardstock that I'm going to be using, and then I'm taking the stars from the Sky Scene Builder die set. I'm going to die cut out 4 sets of stars, and then I also cut out a panel that will fit on the inside of my scallop background panel. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of shading on this panel, so I'm bringing in my blending brush and some peacock feathers. I think the color coordinates with my princess really well, and I'm just doing a little bit of light shading, dabbing off the excess in the lid of my container there, in the center of this panel. And this is really going to make those stars, it's important actually, because otherwise your stars aren't going to show up as much if you don't have that color in the background. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add foam adhesive behind all 3 of my castles, and we're going to layer them at a diagonal. And it kind of looks funny now, but once you add the princess, you'll see here it kind of fills it in, and it looks like a way larger castle, and I love that. That you can create as big a castle as you wanted. I'm going to add my princess, and I need to add 1 more layer of foam adhesive so everything is nice and even. We'll just remove the release paper and add her, and isn't she the sweetest? And you can see the die will cut out the her arms too, and I love that about the detail about those dies. There's our little topiary. We're going to go ahead and flip that over and add some tape behind it, and we're going to tape that down and kind of tuck that underneath our princess. And then I'll add foam adhesive behind my sentiment and add my frog and my sentiment right next to my princess. And you can see I created a fishtail banner with my sentiment that says if the crown fits. Okay, all we have left to do is add our stars, and I'm adding foam adhesive behind those. I like the dimension that that adds, and I'm going to add most of them in the top area of my panel, and then I'm going to add a couple underneath the sentiment and by that crown that I put underneath there also. So sweet. There's a lot of fun little sentiments in here, so you can make a princess birthday card if you wanted to. We're going to add a few more, just adding small pieces of foam adhesive. Again, this is going to give me the added dimension. And then we're going to go ahead and tape down our scalloped background panel to our card base. Our card base today is a standard A2 size card base. And we'll just use the tape runner and add that to the front here. Once that's adhered, we're going to flip over our princess panel and we're going to add tape behind here, and then that's going to go in the center of our scallop panel. The scallop panel just adds daintiness. I love that about this. Making sure it's centered inside those stitch lines, we'll add our little scene. So sweet. All we have left to do is add some bells and whistles, and I'm not doing much. I'm just going to bring in some Nouveau Morning Dewdrops. This is like a glossy accents, and we're going to add a little bit of shine to the windows of our castle and also to the doors of our castle, and then that completes my project for today. Oh no, actually I'm going to bring in some glitter. We're going to sparkle up the crowns on the frog and on our princess, and then the one below. This is from, this glitter is called Diamond, and it is from Stickles. So we're just going to add a little sparkle there. But then that finishes off my project. So I encourage you guys to visit the Newton's Nook Design Shop, because once these retiring products are gone, they're gone for good. They won't be available anymore. Kind of like a last chance sale. So I encourage you guys to check it out. Have a fabulous day. Thanks so much for joining me. We will see you again real soon. Bye-bye, guys.